Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Aisha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Yes. Good morning. Another episode of Habari Live. We are thrilled to bring you the latest edition of Habari Live, your go-to podcast for the Pulse of Phoenix and beyond. Like always, we are all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Damon Dipleen Ellison.
Aisha.
Oh, goodness. We will be your go-to guide through the exciting stories and everyday happenings in your vibrant community, your weekly dose of inspiration, innovation, and insightful conversations from the heart of your city, from the heart of the city. So, welcome to Habari Live. So we'll be engaging in conversations and inspiring in some stories from a remarkable individual who has opened up our own restaurant and started our own business, which is always a dope thing. And we want to always talk to all the businesses out here, all the people that's trying to make a difference, man. So we want to introduce Mo Lovin to the place.
How y'all doing?
What's up with you?
How you doing today?
We are doing great. So we want to talk to you about your new restaurant and what it's called. What's the name of the place?
Mo Lovin.
Mo Lovin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So yeah, everybody want more loving.
Yeah, we need it.
So what was the inspiration behind the name, and what is your main focus for your restaurant?
The meaning behind the name, it was at first it was Miss Love Hut, and
Okay.
I felt like I could love and do and be, so Hut is a house, so I
Yeah.
thought my love would house and do all these things, but it wasn't my love that I needed to give out, it was God's love. So
Wow. Yeah.
it was a different change of perspective when I moved here.
Right.
So Mo Lovin came from me, like realizing like it wasn't my love, so that's why I'm like it's my overflow.
Wow.
So it's just
And it is a play. Your name is Mo, so
Mhm.
it is a play on your name also.
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is.
What else would people call you?
They usually call me Love or
Right.
Mora because my name is Camora, which
Okay.
means love, but I had to break it down to
It
get
means
to
love
me.
in which language?
I just Googled stuff. I don't really know the specific language. You know how Google do.
Right.
I just went with it.
For sure, man. That is dope stuff. So you are out of your home right now
Yes.
and you're selling plates right now. Is there a certain time or date that people need to get in contact with you that you're selling, or are you open all day? How do you work that right now?
I usually do it on the weekends because you realize you can't just jump out there and do you need a job. So I had to go back to work.
Yeah.
So it's like the weekends I have off now. So I do rotate between family time and then business. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's dope.
Mhm.
Because that's what you want to do. We do the same thing.
Mhm.
We work all week, and the weekends we hit it. We
Yeah.
try to get out here and talk to people about what we like to do.
Mhm.
And it's hard for a business when you only have a couple of days to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But
Consistency
hopefully,
helps though.
hopefully you
Mhm.
can get to that point where you can step away from your position and go full time. That's the dream.
See.
So.
And I did about like 6 months ago. I was working at another job and I had quit because I'm like, I needed my food is like everybody asked, and when you gonna do? But I never had time.
Yeah.
So I quit, and then that's when I did the pop-up events and different things, and
Yeah.
it wasn't going like
Right.
So I was like, okay, go back to work and then draw. Start again, go to
Yeah.
the drawing board and redo it.
So who's the inspiration behind your food? Who taught you how to cook when you were coming up?
My grandma. That was like an outlet for me.
Yeah.
Because you go through that stage of childhood, nobody understands you and all that stuff. But in the kitchen, I was a beast. Like there was no, if anything, I could cook anything. So it's just that's my go-to.
Man,
Mhm.
hey, food has always been what brings the family together.
Mhm.
It brings the people together. It always is the first thing that people want to have when you're putting the gut together to get together. When
Mhm.
you're saying everybody's coming together, what we eating?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Every time.
What are we eating?
Right.
What's being cooked over there?
Mhm.
So that's just. And back in the day, it was even more essential to the family. And
Yeah,
I think we've
that was
lost
all we had.
I think
Mhm.
we've lost a lot of that with the internet and just the disconnect. We think we are connected because
Mhm.
we still talk online and through streams and on the video phone and whatever else we're doing.
Mhm.
But we're not together like I know my family isn't, and I hear other people talking about it. Don't have the family get together.
Yeah.
Grandma, she's out at the club partying. She don't want to be barbecuing and cooking over the stove for 15
Grandma
hours.
trying to
in
be
a,
the lady with the green dress and
No, we're
heels
not.
on.
Right. Well, grandma ain't nothing but like 45 now. So
See, right. But
so she out partying, having a good time. So it's a different time, man. And so that's dope that you keep that going.
I'm
You know what I
trying,
mean?
and I'm trying to implement more stuff with the youth because
Mhm.
that's where it starts at.
Yeah.
Once if you can get their mind to think differently, because they next coming up. So
Yeah, that's real, man. And it's always good. That's we try with my nephew. He just moved back to Illinois. I was
Mhm.
trying to give him opportunity, but sometimes if you don't see it, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's up to them,
Yeah.
to see what's going on. Not everybody gonna see it. Sometimes it takes them a little longer to wake up to what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, it
But you
took me.
can't stop you can't
Nope.
pause yourself, and that's what I had to learn. Like I had to keep going. It's like, come on.
Yeah, you try to drag people with you, but
Yeah, but you slow yourself down.
you can't do that. So, can you tell us a little bit about the journey that led you to start Miss Love Hut? What inspired you to focus on private dinners, catering, and meal preps?
I would say just the reaction I get from when I feed people. Like it's my energy. Like, and I had to realize that was my gift. Like,
Yeah.
and there was no other way to put it. Like, I would try to give it by loving on people or talking to them, but it was my food where they received it. So I'm like, let me just feed your ass then. Let me let me put the energy in the food and give it to you.
Man,
So
that's dope. That is dope. And you said how long you been here?
I've been here 4 years. This year it'll be 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've had the restaurant the whole time?
Well, no, because it's my house. It's not, but I know what you mean. But
Yeah.
I'm supposed to think like the restaurant. Speak it. I know. I'm
That's
getting
how
there.
you gotta think. Even though it's your house, that's what you're doing.
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter, man, where it's at, man. We know that what you're doing and what you're trying to do, and so that's all that matters is where you're trying to go. A lot of great places started in the home.
Yeah.
And and then they make, like they said, they make their move to the
Ghost kitchen.
The ghost kitchens. That's the next move.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, then you're looking for your brick and mortar. Once you feel as though you're getting that,
yeah,
and you got your people in there.
So unless you opt out to go for a food truck.
Yeah,
option.
Food trucks, right? Food truck is a definitely a cheaper option to get started. You can get a truck for 30 to 30,000, 15 to 30,000. If you look right, you might find deals and get it for cheaper and help someone get some people to help you.
Yeah.
We've seen all type of people. We've seen a guy, he had a mobile barber truck.
Shop.
You know what I'm saying? And he came here on the Wealth for Generation show. And he just showed us the truck and what he was doing. It was pretty amazing.
Like the whole inside of the truck was just amazing. Decked out with it looked like an actual barber space in it.
Oh, that's
dope. So he had the chair and all. And I was like, what?
Yeah, man. So the inspiration is there. It just takes the motivation to get it going.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I wanted to ask, where you come from? Where did you move here from?
Sacramento.
Okay.
California. I rep Cali. It's just embedded in me.
Sacramento. Yeah, man. The capital of California. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes, I knew that.
She looked
right. Like I really had.
Don't do her like that.
Like a lot of people think it's Los Angeles. You know what I mean? So
if you think Los Angeles is the capital of California,
some people think that it's the most popular city in the state, right? Is it not?
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Right. Most people think that. I mean, it's not abnormal. So, what would you say is your favorite dish to cook right now from your restaurant?
My favorite would be probably the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what's your batter? What do you batter? You going with the classic batter, or are you going with more of a cornmeal?
It's like an old school. It's the cornmeal feel. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. That's the down south.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way they do it.
Yeah.
So, was your people always from Sacramento, or did they come from the south and then come out there at a certain time that about that transition?
Well, I don't know exactly. Well, I know my dad, my mom are originally from LA. My grandma's, I think her bloodline back in Louisiana and Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my great grandma, I think it's about the same, Louisiana, Texas. So
all of us came from the south.
Yeah.
That's where we come from, and we bring our traditions with us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter where we go. We bring what we do and what we've known with us. And that's what's going on out here in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
It's a transition to a city where we feel comfortable to be ourselves. Right. There's more people like you, entrepreneurs, coming out here building something because they see that it's something that's missing, and that it's something that we can make a difference and make the city into something that we feel comfortable. Like I said, going to get food for us that we feel. Because I see a lot of people talking about that, how they don't feel like it's enough black restaurants, black food places. And I know you said that you felt like it was something that you wanted to get out there, because as you experienced the city, you were like, this is something that's needed, right? That's needed. So, we definitely agree, man. It's needed. And we have more and more people who are throwing their hat in the ring and getting their thing out there.
Because you can't be scared of yourself.
No, you can't.
Just do it.
You can't. So what gave you the confidence to go ahead and get it started and do what you needed to just get the ball rolling? Because we know a lot of people who talk about selling plates, but they never do nothing. I ain't gonna say his name.
Yeah,
and I hope he see this and call you later too.
He's looking like that. Really pain. Like, I just had to turn my pain into power. Like, what I really wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I got tired of just talking about stuff and writing it in my journal. It's like, why don't you put that into action now? And I'm in the position I have to do it, because when he tell you to move, you better move.
That's real.
Like, no lie. Man.
It's like you get an idea and you just talk about it. People get sick of you talking about it.
Yeah, let me see something.
Let's do something. Get some action behind this.
Yeah.
Where you going with this? It sounds good. That's a good idea, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, can you share an experience or a challenge that you face while building Mo11, and how did you overcome it?
I think these one of the questions I asked too on the paperwork when you sent me. It was doing the events, doing the pop-ups and not selling, or showing up at, I would go outside my old job, standard restaurant supply. Like, it was just, you show up and it's just like, people know, like, some people don't post your stuff, like, it's just like I had to really deal with me, like, this is yours. Like, you cannot expect nobody else to do it. This is for you.
That's real.
So once I got past that, it just was like, just go do it.
Yeah. It's hard. Like sometimes I get frustrated because I have so many friends on Facebook, so many people that I know that knows what I'm doing, and nobody shares anything. Nobody likes anything.
Yeah.
Nobody just puts a thumbs up. So you appreciate the people that do.
Yeah.
And it makes you just rethink everything. And it's been so many people that I don't know that's helped me build this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be the people unfortunately, man. It sucks.
And that's the part that hurt, because it's like, y'all see me risking it all for the vision, and ain't nobody trying to support or do nothing. Like,
no, man, they're not going to.
Yeah.
So it's
strangers will always be your number one supporter.
Number one.
No lie. Moving out here taught me that I've met some of the most genuine people like that, and they don't even want nothing. They just want to help you. Like, they just want to, like, they see you trying to do something. It's like, let me help. How can I help you?
That's real.
It's an act of service. So it's just real. Like, all that pain just turned into power, and learning from my lessons. That's it.
I wish, I've been trying to work with other media companies. We strike out, trying to partner with other people. It doesn't work out. We do everything we can to try to build with the community, but it seems like you run into so many people that just don't want to work with you, or they think they need to get something out of you. And it's,
or trying to compete, and it's like, I don't want to compete with you. Like, exactly. I'm trying to do my own thing.
I don't understand how people don't see it.
Like, can we just work together in the same
let's build
space?
something? Like,
all of us working, going in the same direction is going to help. It's going to help us. It's not going to hurt you. But just we work with a couple people here, and we're working, we're doing our thing, and they feel like, oh man, I'm doing a lot for you, so I feel as though you should be doing something for paying me or paying me more.
Like, I'm trying to get to the point where I can pay you.
I'm not even making any money.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to watch out for your pockets to make sure you're getting paid, but I'm not getting anything. Like, why can't we just be on the same mission of trying to get to that point? Get to the point where we have something that makes a difference. People are so worried about, I helped him, and I think I'm the one that helped him get to that position. We're helping each other.
Right.
I'm helping you. You're helping me. I can see if it was a one-way street.
Right.
But if everybody's doing their part, we're all going to rise.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, we all get caught up in, I think this dude is using me stuff. It's like, look, I have a company. I'm trying to see what's best for that company. If you're trying to do that and help me, if you have a company also, we both have the same vision of making our company go to the next level. What is this thing about? We were so worried about cheating and the money. I'm not making anything. No money is in this. Until we get a deal or make a deal or we get some big money, why do we talk about money? We got broke people worried about how much money somebody making.
Right.
I'm just losing right now. That's all. We talk about it all the time. It's hard. You got to pay for your location. You got to pay for all your advertisement, marketing, whatever else you're trying to do. Right.
Yeah, all that.
It hurts, man. And then you're just losing, trying to get to that point where people can pay attention to what you're doing. And everybody think that you're rich or you balling. It's like, man, nah, man.
They'd be like, oh, you said, are you, if I post some food, they'd be like, oh, you over there selling? Like, you ain't even asking how much, like, how is it going? You just assume because I posted, like, it's some money. Like,
come help me. Come buy one of these.
Right. Come
buy one of these
come
plates.
Buy a plate. Come invest. Come help out. Let's get it to the next level. Yeah. But I don't know, man. So how have you approached setting up your menu, deciding what things, how you're going to sell things, how you're going to package things? How have you been going across doing those things to help you to build your idea of what your company looks like? I know you probably are still a work in progress with those things, but how do you think about these things and what do you do to try to get those things to move forward?
Well, I have to see it. Like, I have to visualize it because if once you say you want to have a party,
right,
and you want like chicken wings, egg rolls, whatever, so I have to visualize the whole, like, the presentation because I want it to look as good as it tastes, like, so I'll just base it off of that and what the person needs.
Yeah,
that's why I don't really want a set menu, but I know I know this will be my specific, my go-to.
Right.
But if whatever you need, I can make it. Like, I don't want to have a menu. Like, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing.
Oh, okay.
So it's just whatever you need, just come ask me.
You just want to do a rotating menu.
Right.
Just
so I mean, that's cool. And I mean, until you get to the point where people love certain products that you're doing.
Right.
And then you can figure out, hey, this is, is loved. People love this.
And this is one of them, the fish. Right. So it's like, okay, well, stick with that.
Right. There you go. So, I mean, your people will tell you, and you'll be able to know
if
the
you
direction.
Listen.
Right. That you got to listen. You have a company. I'm hoping, especially if you have a restaurant. I have seen some people who are stubborn and they don't listen to anybody with restaurants.
No, I listen to them. That's why I give out samples so you can tell me, like, what does it need? Is it too salty, or
what you think? Right,
need more sauce, and they tell me, and I listen. So
yeah, man. So I mean, it's hard. It's not easy, man. None of this stuff is easy. So I want to take a second to maybe we can we bring the food so people can see it? You think you could hold it up?
I certainly can.
She ready to eat.
Look, I've been sitting here smelling this food since you brought it in. And it smells so good. Ooh, you even got a homemade sauce to go with it. Is this a tartar sauce?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. We've been looking at you posting online for a while. And you do a great job.
Baby.
I want to tell you that you do a good job of promoting and get your stuff out there. And everything looks
Look,
really
I'm
good
real
online.
greedy.
See if you can show it to the camera, please. You probably can't. No, you might. Yeah, there you go.
I can show it to TikTok first or
This
Instagram.
this one here, babe.
And
The
then
middle
I
one.
got you. Hold on. I'm gonna go to your camera.
Oh, okay.
Your camera's easy.
1. She's going to 1. Bring it back, son.
He's talking about, hold on.
There you go.
You gonna help me focus it a little bit.
There you go.
Look at that, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Some greens.
That's that
Fish.
grandma love.
The macaroni and cheese and cornbread. And don't forget, she got you 2 homemade sauces to go with it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That looks
Oh,
good.
that looks so good.
And she got to smell
now. I'm over here
it.
like,
She got
give
to
me a
smell
little piece of that.
Man, she got it smelling great over here.
It smells so good.
It
Man.
tastes just as good too.
Yeah,
Because I do not like false advertisement.
Yeah, I love your pressentation is really, really nice.
Thank you.
Man, you do a good job.
And
Yeah,
these aren't these ain't some little bitty pieces of fish either.
No, man.
These pieces of fish, that
Take a bite. Tell us what you think.
you ain't gotta tell me twice. Oh, it's flaky. Yo.
See, yes, that's
Yeah.
all you know. Just one bite. Just then once you taste it, it's like, oh,
Pretty good?
Oh my goodness. It just melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's like,
look how his eyes looking. Like, I
Let me-
want to
let me
taste it.
taste
like-
some.
Like, give me a little piece.
What you talking
It's
about
like-
over there?
it's like butter.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like butter.
Thank you.
Whew. That's so good, y'all.
I sure want some.
Thank you. But yeah, even when I cook, like I turn
my
on
goodness.
a sermon, or it's my
Girl.
grandma. Like she always had them playing, and we'd be
Look,
used to.
I was telling you earlier, like how I was like, I
Man.
haven't seen anybody do like a fish fry car wash.
we should.
Yeah,
We need to do one.
we finna do one because let me tell you,
We need look. He like the sauce.
You
See,
can taste the sauce right now.
man.
What kind of fish is this?
it's suede bassa.
Sway Vasa?
Bassa. I buy it at the one of the butchers, like the meat markets.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so
not real.
clean, man.
It's so clean. It's almost
Yeah.
tastes like a mahi mahi or
Man.
or
I've
something
never
like.
heard of this fish.
look at you. He's a turn around.
Man. And the sauce.
He want a piece.
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at me.
Ash over there, like, can I have
He
some?
look.
Hey, you want to try some, Ash?
Yeah, I'll take some. We have a comment coming in. I don't know if that's. Yeah, there you go.
Kiara
Man.
got.
Look.
Look, I'm telling you, this food is so good. You better get you a plate.
Man.
Cause
Look at you over here.
look, I'm telling you,
Yeah, man. That's a
that
good
food's so good.
that's a good fish, bro.
Where's that sauce?
Man.
Oh, that's my homemade. Yes.
Oh, that's
And
delicious.
she don't want to
Thank
get those
you.
secrets
No.
away.
here you go, Ash.
We're gonna patent it.
Oh, we
Oh,
got
see, it
more?
was
Yeah, you
3.
take
I
the
did
whole
bring
plate.
3.
Yeah.
Is this the same thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's all for you.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't need paid today.
See?
Oh man. Hey.
Look, and I'm just finna just dip my finger in this sauce.
Man.
Y'all remember a Good Burger? Like it's kind of like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Man, look,
Oh,
you can have
man.
you a whole Good Burger commercial off of them.
He's still eating.
I'm still eating.
That's good. That's
Oh,
what I
my
love.
goodness.
Like,
Oh, my
that's the whole
God.
point.
Yeah, the sauce is good, man.
Mhm.
Hey, you're on your way.
I can
Yeah,
drink
we
this
get there.
sauce. That's how good. You know how
Yeah.
people be
On your
doing
way.
those cups of the canes?
Mhm.
I could do that with this.
Man, let me see a napkin.
Come on, we getting there.
Please.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Hey, yeah, do not. So tell us real fast how people can get in contact with you, because I know this fish is going to start going off the shelf. This is ridiculous.
You
Look.
can message me on Instagram or
Okay.
my email is ediblelove365@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think I may have changed it to 366, but just DM me on Instagram, Mo11.
Man, hit her up, people. She
Dante
is-
just commented that food looks hella good.
Man,
Thank you,
hey,
Decky.
And it's just as good as it look, bro.
man, it's ridiculous.
It looks so. It tastes as good as it look.
Man, I really give you a round.
He
of
can't stop
applause.
eating over there.
I
Look,
can't.
he's still.
I was supposed to stop. I was gonna stop,
Thank you.
but
trying to figure out if there's a way that I can direct and eat at the same time.
Whether what to do.
Oh my goodness,
Man,
yeah,
Look.
man.
I'm gonna throw a brunch, and we're gonna have this for a brunch.
Man, it's so
Shrimp and grits
good.
too.
Yeah, man,
Mm-hmm.
we down.
Oh yeah.
are down.
Mm-hmm.
So that is awesome. I want people to definitely get in contact with you to get some of this here. This is very, very good, man.
Thank you.
And she's bringing this from Sacramento out to Phoenix, and she's bringing this is love.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
I mean, it's just so different that you use it different because most people use
God,
catfish, cod. It's a
Mm-mm.
different fish, so it has like this. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yes.
it's real flaky.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Thank you.
it's almost like a. I'm just gonna call that the steak.
Come on.
So what you doing? What you got going on with the greens here? I see you got some red peppers in here.
There's a little bit of cabbage, and because I don't really like the texture of greens by themselves.
Okay.
So I like to have a little
To mix it up a
little
little
mix.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think this is the first that the greens
He
are
even
really
put his hand.
clean.
He's talking about-
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out. They're really clean. They're really they come up not tough at all. They come apart really smooth. So man,
And
I,
do you use
looks like turkey.
turkey?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can tell it's turkey. I'm
Turkey
sitting there
leg.
looking at it. Yep. So man, it's really good green.
Look,
The macaroni
Look,
is really good.
the way the macaroni is presented is
Mm.
ridiculous.
Yeah, man. You're on your way.
Yeah, that's
On your
what-
way to the top.
Look.
Food is my love language.
Your food, that whole plate just spoke to my soul.
Man. So how much is it for a plate of this plate here? If someone wanted to come contact you, how much is it to get this
Those
plate?
plates are 22.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
bad. Now is you want them to come to you, or do you deliver also?
I'm working on delivery, so
Okay.
I'm trying to get into the Uber Eats thing. So
Okay.
I'm doing the behind the scenes work, what I should have did in the first place. And now
Mhm.
that I know, like, how to do it, it's kind of just
Yeah.
getting everything in line.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So you really, like I said, you're doing a good job online. Because we was brought to your attention just by your online presence. You know,
Mhm.
you doing your thing and sharing and networking and doing your thing. You're doing a good job, and I really like your food a lot.
Taste
So
the
yeah,
cornbread.
Yeah, I'm getting some like honey and winter spices in the cornbread. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
He said, "Oh, yes.
oh my goodness, girl,
That's the love."
that's not cool. It tastes like cake.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's good.
Look, okay.
You're gonna have to taste it yourself because I'm not giving you my plate.
He's like, I ain't sharing.
He said that he's not passing the plate
Mm-mm.
back, y'all.
This me.
Yeah.
But the
My
way his
goodness.
face was
Yeah, you
when he tried that cornbread.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely. I've never had a cornbread like that.
Yeah.
Can't say that I have.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
people.
all the ancestors is in that.
Man.
It's all in there. It's all in there.
Goodness, dude.
Oh,
Man, it's so good.
it's the look of ascension right there.
yo,
She
the
loves some
love.
food, man.
Mm.
no, this cornbread.
There was a guy in California I used to make cornbread for. That's all he wanted, just cornbread.
Man.
I could take a plate of that by myself.
Yeah. I could take a whole. You're gonna have to start selling a whole cornbread.
Yeah,
For real.
it's all coming. Have y'all seen that movie, Apple Mortgage? My mom, she showed me she told me about it, and I watched it. That's about a lady selling basically her cake her and her grandma used to make,
Mhm.
and she ended up selling it and becoming famous, and just it was,
This is, and you have went
food.
you never went to school or anything for
Mm-mm.
man.
YouTube University.
Man.
I mean, I did try to go to culinary school, but
Right.
the money and you know
Yeah.
how shit goes.
Man, you didn't need that.
No,
No,
you
you don't need that.
it was all
Your ancestors came in and said,
Mhm. Like,
"Good
you
job,
need-
baby. Good job."
Man,
Mhm.
you're
It's
killing
fair.
it, man.
Thank you.
I really love it. And so, Mo, we're gonna take a quick break,
Mhm.
and we'll be back with more Mo Lovin' and Habari Live.
I forgot to put a fork in there. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, that's all
Look,
good.
it don't even need a fork. That's how good
We have
it is
some in
right
the
now.
back.
Smoke got some in the back.
Is the video's the last one?
Hey y'all, it's Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, Habari Entertainment sponsor. Let's go get it.
Man, this Mama Soul's fish and chicken. I ain't never had a piece of fish that taste so good. I'm not a shrimp person, but they fried shrimps. It's so good. It's so good. The dressing and the greens and the cornbread.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here with Mo Lovin, the talented and passionate owner of Mo Lovin' It's restaurant here in Phoenix, Arizona. And like I said, man, this has been a great experience. And we love your food and we love what you're doing. And we like your attitude and everything how you just go so gracefully with everything. You're so
Thank
chill. And I just like how you get down with things. And we want to do everything we can to help you
Okay.
to get to the next level because
I appreciate
that's what we do. That's what we do. It's all about companionship. It's all about partnership. It's all about helping each other because you don't get these places alone, man. It's always somebody that's helping. A lot of people just I pull myself up by my bootstrap. We all know that's not true. Somebody helped you, man.
Right.
Even with our place, we have so many people that help us. With Ash, we have Joe, we have Jimmy who was helping us. We got Elijah, we have Frank.
Jimmy gonna be mad he missed today.
Hey, that's so him. But yeah, man, we have so many good people, man, that help us out. He definitely would be loving today. But hey, he wanted to be in Illinois, so that's on him. So man, let's go ahead and run into Habari News Weekly, and we can do the news real fast.
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. Are you craving some good old authentic soul food? Well, look no further than Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken. Right here in Phoenix, Arizona, located on Greenway and 19th Avenue. And they also have a location in Mesa on Main Street. Mama Soul's brings the taste of St. Louis to your plate with mouth-watering dishes that'll make you feel right at home. From their tender barbecue and crispy chicken wings to succulent catfish, savory cornbread, and greens that are just like Mama used to make. They've got something for everyone. Don't forget to try their juicy shrimp and more delicious treats that are sure to satisfy your soul food cravings. Whether you're dining in, taking out, or catering for a special occasion, Mama Soul's got you covered. So why wait? Swing by Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken today and let your taste buds dance to the flavor of the best soul food in town. Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
That's real. We want to thank Mama Souls, man, for sponsoring us and helping us out, man, to build this company. We really appreciate them, and let's get it going.
Most definitely. All right. So this week, former President Donald Trump was interviewed on Wednesday at the National Association of Black Journalists annual convention that was held in Chicago, which kicked off with a contentious start as he falsely questioned Vice President Kamala Harris's race. Throughout the appearance, Trump went on to say his vice presidential pick did not have an impact on the election and said he would pardon January 6 rioters who assaulted police officers if they were innocent. ABC News senior congressional correspondent Rachel Scott, Fox news anchor Harris Faulkner, and Samorfa, I know I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, so I am totally sorry about that. Political reporter Kadia Goba interviewed Trump on stage at the event. After the event, he attended a fundraiser on Friday night in the Hamptons that cost $25,000 just to attend.
Wow.
The event. It also cost $50,000 just to take a picture
With Trump.
Wasting money.
50 grand.
It gets worse. He charged supporters $250,000 for a seat at his table.
Just to sit next to him.
And if you wanted the distinction of being listed as a host, you had to shell out $500,000.
Now I know that's how it works in most situations, because they trying you're trying to contribute to his political
campaign.
party, right? And what he's doing in his campaign. So that's how they collect a lot of money. So I'm not going to hate on that. That's pretty normal. And what we do know is that he made an ass out of himself, and
at the convention,
and the disrespect he had for that journalist,
for Rachel, was ridiculous.
That was really bad.
But I will say, the way Rachel Scott handled that situation, how she sat there poised, quiet,
right,
upright, head held high. She didn't look low, look mad. She didn't get frustrated.
No, she didn't.
She
and
was
I didn't like that
epitome of professionalism.
Yes, definitely. And I didn't like that the other two journalists didn't come to her aid a little bit.
Yeah.
Someone should have said, "Hey, can you treat her a little better right now?" I understand that he's a former president, but sometimes someone has to say something, because I thought that what he was doing was ridiculous. And as the interview went on, he got worse. And he just kept going at her. You know, he was blaming her for the equipment not working. That's her fault. She's just a journalist. That he blaming her for being late. He blamed her for everything just because he didn't like the question.
He even well, you didn't say hello. How are you doing?
And what she did, she said, "Welcome." She said that first. That was the first thing she
said.
First
words out of her mouth.
And then she went on asking, it was just a tough question. And he didn't like it. But it's your history, bro. You the one that sat down with the KKK person. Right. You the one that said it was they were good people on both sides. You the one that said you don't want any people from shithole countries like African countries. You want people from Norway.
Yep.
You the one that keep disrespecting black journalists, and especially black women journalists. You treat them bad. The way he did April Ryan. It was a couple more that he treated like trash. So it's not like this is something new. And the people are going to ask these questions.
And he avoided a lot of the questions too. Like he ranted about random things that had nothing to do with the questions that he was being asked. For instance, when he was asked about do he think, they thought, do you think it's right that you said that, Kamala Harris was a DEI hire?
Oh, goodness. No, he didn't answer that.
He completely went all the way around the question.
He wants to dance around that because that is what they're using for.
After saying that's what she was.
Right. Because like I said, they love that DEI stuff on the right. They love that, hey, you didn't get your job. You were put in that position because of your skin color. They love that. That makes them feel better. And they, everything we do, we see DEI.
Right.
That's their thing now.
And then, he asked her, he said, well, can you define DEI?
And she's like, yeah.
Diversity,
equity and inclusion. Right.
No,
he wanted her to break down what it means.
What each verb meant.
No, just all the way. But that is what it means.
Right.
That's all it means. But they think it means something else. They think it means that, hey, black people get free jobs. I don't know what they think, man.
You want to have a diverse culture of people working for you.
No, they go with the words. You want to go with the best people.
Right.
But the thing is that they miss is that that's what they are doing. But they also want to make sure that
everyone has an equal
everyone
chance.
Is getting an equal chance for this job.
Right.
You have to meet the criteria that they want. They want a person who has
you have to meet the merit
in whatever. You're not just walking in off the streets. Hey, I'm black. Hi.
I need a job.
I need a job. And
can I get hired?
Oh, well, you know what? We needed a black person. You're hired. Like, that's not how it works, but that's the way they think it's going. And then Kamala Harris has had to be voted into every one of these positions that she's had. Prosecutors, you have to be voted as the lead prosecutor for the state. You have to be voted into these places. So how is it DEI when somebody voted to get her in that position? I just don't. I mean, their logic is just way off.
I've seen it countless times this week. People have agreed and said, yeah, she's a DEI hire. Oh, she's not going to do anything for the country. She's going to run it into the ground.
Right.
She's a racist. She's a border czar. Every point that the Republicans have been using has been said this week over and over and over and over.
They're gonna come with the attacks. That's what politicians do.
It's not just politicians that's doing the attacking,
right? But the people are gonna
the people that are voting
what they heard,
right? Yeah. Instead of them doing research,
but nobody know how to think for themselves.
They really don't.
So it's just,
and instead of you being able to do your research, look at the candidates and saying, okay, do I want to go with this one or do I want to go with that one?
Right. But most people have their mind made up on Trump. You know, we've had this dude around for 10, 12 years now, talking trash. So you know where you stand on this dude. Not too many people are undecided right now. They say they are, but I don't believe them. You've seen this dude for 8 years. How can you not know what this dude is?
And
you like that dude? Right.
He's been consistent.
Consistently.
So I mean,
saying
like
the same thing. Right.
I mean, like he
how can you not believe him?
To tell a group of black people in their face that Kamala Harris is not black and she didn't.
I mean, she was an Indian until up a couple of number of years ago.
The girl went to a
she
went to an all black college. She's in an all black sorority. He just acted like she was just going around saying she was Indian the whole time, which is a lie. She's always said she was both. You know, it's just a lie. And you know, it's ridiculous, man, that they're gonna play the race card again. And they already did it with Obama.
Yep.
You know, the birth of movement when him talking about he's not American. But it seemed that's the playbook.
People have even said that about Kamala.
That's what I'm saying. That's the playbook. To say that about her. She's not American. She's not from here.
She's a DEI hire. She's not American. And she ain't black.
And then the crazy part is that they come to you like you supposed to vote for them. When you're talking this way about people that look like you.
Right.
So what you gonna say about me, bro?
How am I gonna vote for your candidate when all you're doing is disrespecting me?
I don't get it. I just don't understand.
And you want my vote?
Right. And they talk trash they under your video calling you all type racist names. And you're an idiot and everything else because you're not voting for Trump. But why would I vote for the people that's disrespecting me, bro? I really don't get it.
The people that's using the most hate every day.
Every day. That's all they talk about. It's how much they don't like. You're a DEI hire. You're in this country. You're not a part of this country. You're not from this country.
And then he came back again and said the same bush and said the immigrants are coming for your black jobs.
Black jobs.
What is a black
job?
Nobody knows.
We still trying to figure out what
I was so glad that lady on stage at that convention the other day said, so what is a black job,
just mumbled
Mr.
some
President?
garbage off. Mumbled. Well, it's any job that a black
anybody
person
has.
Come on, man. So we trying to tell me that people who just crossed the border is going to come and take my engineering job?
Right.
Or they come and take the people who work at high level positions that has education. They're going to be their job is going to be taken from somebody who just crossed the border. Like, we know what type jobs you think we work, bro. You think we work the bottom of the barrel jobs that these people are going to come and take, and we're going to be fighting over scraps. That's what you want us to fight over. And you like, oh, look, they're coming for your scraps. You better go, you know, and it's sad, man.
It's to create controversy. But if people really take the time to look at it from a different perspective, we all in the same bullshit. Like, we all dealing with this.
That's real.
And it's like, why don't nobody get it?
Why try to... Those people who come to America, legally or illegally, they're trying to better themselves.
Yep.
It's we don't have to agree with the way they're doing things, but it must have got really bad for them to be like, you know what?
I'm gonna leave my home.
I'm gonna pack my bag up and walk 3,000 miles. I mean, for real, man. And we have no empathy for these people.
None.
Get them out of here. We don't like, dude. They're suffering.
It's something,
Something's going on. Let's get down there and try to figure out what we can do to keep these people
isn't
at
that
home.
what you guys are being elected to do, to help to build something better? Like,
just build a wall. Like it's just evil.
Oh,
Yeah.
remember, we're going to build the wall, but Mexico's going to pay for it.
Oh my God, they ain't pay for nothing. They forget everything.
They forget it,
Right.
all of it.
They ain't pay for nothing. So, it's all good, man. What's the next one?
All right, on to something a little bit lighter. Justin Timberlake's going to have to stay off the road for the foreseeable future. Only because a New York judge just suspended his driver's license. And it's funny because when I saw this article, that was the title of the article.
Was it bye
bye Justin Timberlake's license. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh, so I had to click on it. I was like, oh, okay. But he appeared virtually from Belgium on Friday in his hearing, and his driving
towards you.
And his driving privileges have been suspended in New York.
Yeah.
The judge cited the fact that he declined to take the breathalyzer test when the cops pulled him over.
Yeah, he messed up on that.
It's unclear how exactly long the suspension will remain in place, presumably until the case ends.
Yeah.
But it is also worth noting that this is standard operating procedure in New York, that the law requires that the DMV suspend a driver's license if you refuse to take a breathalyzer test for up to 1 year.
Right.
So even if his case ends in, let's say, 6 months, it could possibly be a year before he can drive back again in New York.
Hey, that sucks. I mean, I don't know how much time he spends in New York, but he'll be able to fight it at least. But not taking the breathalyzer was a mistake, because you immediately, just because you say no to that, they immediately put you in the guilty category.
Yep.
So you're immediately guilty if you say no to that, and you probably could fight it if you took it, and then you maybe if a percentage low or a percentage high, but he probably wanted to try to hide whatever he was on. He didn't want that to get out. So who knows, man? I'm not saying he was messed up on something. I'm just saying to refuse that, you must have been hiding something.
Right.
That's how anybody thinks.
Right next door in New Jersey, where I learned to drive, they called it implied consent, where if you're driving, you have to give a breathalyzer or else you're automatically guilty. Yeah,
I would think that's pretty much automatic. I would think Arizona do the same thing. They're pretty strict on drinking and driving. They don't play any games when it comes to that.
Arizona has a zero tolerance.
Zero time. They don't tolerate anything. So y'all don't think you can have anything on the breathalyzer. You're done. Yeah, so it's tough out here.
You can get a DUI for being tired.
You really can't. Look, you can get a DUI out here for swishing around some mouthwash
because of the percentage of alcohol that's in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, if they want to be that tough, they can be, because that is alcohol. But come on, that's a really low percentage, man. Goodness.
Yep.
What's the next story?
As Vice President Kamala Harris launched her presidential campaign on July 21st, her campaign experienced an unprecedented flood of donations.
Man.
On Friday, her campaign confirmed exactly how much was raised during the month of July. In a monthly report prepared by the Harris campaign, she garnered $310 million in July, claiming the month as the best grassroots fundraising month in presidential history.
Man.
Oh, wow.
Wrong button. But yeah, that's huge. She is this is things that we weren't seeing. Because like I was saying, we thought that it was a bad idea for Biden to step down, but he wasn't getting the money.
He wasn't. And
the funds weren't coming in.
They weren't.
The people, the donors were keeping their dollars because they weren't confident.
They weren't confident
in Joe Biden.
Yep. And the campaign said that $200 million alone was raised in the first week after Harris announced her candidacy following Joe Biden's exit from the race.
And like I said, she also gets to take his coffers. So she'll have his money, the money that she's made, She's already looking better than Donald Trump when it comes to finances. So that means she'll be able to do more commercials. She'll be able to get more ads out, more marketing, and that will help to get more eyes on the situation.
She basically almost doubled what Trump made. On Thursday, Trump's campaign said that it raised $138.7 million in July.
Yeah, she doubled them,
providing a cash on hand total of $327 million.
That fast, she's already caught them.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, and we're not even talking about the money that Joe Biden had made before then. So she probably has more money on hand than him for right now, and that's fast. So I have to.
And it's been like 3 weeks.
I have to give them a props for the decision and making decisions so promptly and go in the right direction, man. Because at first I didn't think that was the best way to go, but they obviously know something I don't. And like I said, man, it's a good idea. It was a great idea, and it's working out in the favor of Kamala right now. And I also want to say that, I mean, it's going to be tough, man, because I still believe that a lot of men aren't ready for a woman to be president in this country. I'm not sure why that we aren't ready. We're one of the last first world countries to not have a third world country. I mean, not have a woman president. I mean, there's so many places. Mexico has I think is going to have one before us. I mean, we're being ridiculous when it comes to this. That we didn't want to do it for Hillary. That's why she lost. So many people were just 100% against it. But I feel as though that.
But there's also a lot of people who think in the realm of women are too emotional.
Yeah, unfortunately.
To be president. They don't think that, they think that we're too weak when it comes down to our monthly cycles.
Oh, God.
And saying, well, what if she's one of those where she can't get out of bed for a whole week?
Right. Oh, my goodness. Anyway.
People think the
I understand,
stupidest things.
I know that. I know. I just think, it's just, ignorance is everywhere, man. But it's just so stupid, man. There's so many people have been leaders. We've had leaders throughout history that have been women that have made a difference. So I don't know what they're talking about.
The last polls, Harris had taken all the swing states except for 2, and one of them was tied.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of people are kind of coming.
Yeah.
They'd rather have a woman president than a Trump president. At least there's that.
Than that trash, dog.
Hey, that's true.
That trash, dog.
Man, it was horrible, man. I remember those 4 years, man. Some people act like they don't, but I remember it was trash, and it was like every day it was just something, just some crap he didn't tweeted or something he did, man. It was just.
And that's the thing. Like most of the
Jimmy
news
tried to call in. That's what that was.
Oh,
you got the business phone?
Yeah, it's in my purse.
All right, but
Are you done?
No.
He calling me again, so call him back. We'll connect it to the Bluetooth. We're gonna go on to the next story as soon as this. We're gonna talk to Jimmy for a second. I guess he at home bored this morning.
Jealous of the food.
You can smell it from Illinois. Let's see. You got it? All right.
My bad.
Did you know when Elijah coming back?
I think they're off. They were off for like a month.
Has it been a month? I don't know.
I don't know the exact date when they're supposed to come back.
I'm gonna have to ask him. Call him back. It should be connected already.
Yeah, it should be.
It's him, ain't it?
Hold on. It was an Illinois phone number.
Yeah,
he called twice, so
it's gotta be him.
All right. We'll see. I'm calling.
He's connected to Bluetooth, so you should hear his all.
Hello.
What's up,
I'm
bro?
not gonna have the business phone number up and not answer the phone.
She did.
Talk about we're gonna take callers and y'all don't answer the phone.
We were just talking about you. Your ears must be burning.
I was watching it.
Oh, did you see the food we were saying you missing?
You said what?
You see the food
that you missing.
Oh no, I'm eating good. I had some Chinese. Anyway, that's besides the point.
Oh goodness. Here we go.
No, I was going to talk about the whole Kamala thing.
Oh yeah, what do you have to say about that, bro?
I feel like that she shouldn't have women up there twerking. We don't want to see that. That's a bad look for us.
You know you want to see twerkers. Get up out of here, dog.
Look, he know he loved every second of Meg Thee Stallion twerk.
Look, I do like Meg. I'm not
Look, he was up there, yeah, get it, girl.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I don't like Meg, but there's a time and a place for things.
Right. Yeah, man. But you know, I talked to people earlier about it this week, but I was like, that's what the kids like nowadays. Yep. She's like the number one person.
Snoop Dogg even said it when he was for the Olympics. He was like, dude, I tried to play my old school music and they just was not having it. So I had to adapt, change, and put on this new school stuff, and they started liking it.
Nobody want to hear rolling down the street, puffing Indo, sipping on gin and juice. That's 30 years ago.
But I'm lame though. So.
Yeah. So you thought that Meg Thee Stallion was distasteful for Kamala to bring?
Yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. We don't want to see that during the election.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people were saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
And she was twerking everything.
Look, they gave me a whole She-Hulk scene.
They had a group of girls up there twerking. That's the kicker. That's what they. It wasn't just one. It was about 16 of them up there.
Yeah, but you know. That's the new thing, man. Meg is I think she's one of the biggest artists because she's everywhere. Amazon just had her on there as a representative for prime time.
Yeah.
She's just Amazon Prime.
Why not have Kendrick Lamar up there?
She played Not Like Us in front of the Atlanta rally.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she did.
She did.
No censorship. Just certified pedophile right in front of you.
Everybody playing rap nowadays for the election. Oh, dude was just playing Mini Men.
Yeah, 50 Cent. Yeah.
Wait, Jimmy, weren't you supporting Drake when the beef started?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Drake.
He was.
You still?
I still support Drake.
Yeah.
I'm on Drake's side looking.
And Drake we trust.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
If I could be Canadian, I'll be Canadian. Hey, if I could be Canadian, if I could just change to be a Canadian, I would.
Man, that is ridiculous.
Where's Drake?
Yeah, man, he lost. But you heard his new track yet?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, right.
He's been on a downhill slope lately, so.
Yeah, it's been bad. I seen your boy Kanai was listening to it, and I was trying to see what it was, trying to find what track it was, but I couldn't find it.
It was Super Soak with Yachty.
Okay. Is it okay?
It's a Yachty song. Yeah. So I think it's far better than Wagwan Delilah. So I'll take it.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that one is bad. That one is really bad. That's one of the terrible ones.
That's your ringtone, right?
You know.
Right. Yep. That's
no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Now it's that Megan Thee Stallion Cardi B song. That's mine.
Cardi B, man.
That's mine.
What you feel about her popping out another one while being divorced?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
just filed divorce and then just found out she's pregnant.
Well, she didn't just find out she was pregnant.
Well,
she announced her third pregnancy the same day the announcement of the divorce.
We just found out.
Divorce came out.
Right.
She said it's been a long time.
Yeah, there have been rumors about it for a while. But
it's not the first time they filed for divorce.
So they just get in the fight, divorce each other, and then come back.
But she said this time there's no reconciling this time.
At all.
Well, hey, Jimmy, we appreciate you calling, bro. I hope you're having a good
time.
For
sure. Everybody else call in, you know?
Nobody else called.
Start a trend.
Yeah.
I'm a trendsetter.
Yeah, that's what you do, man. We appreciate that, though, bro.
For sure.
All right, man. Right. Later. That was Jimmy calling in. We appreciate him. So, what's the next story?
Next, we can go ahead and get into the prisoner swap that happened this week.
Yeah.
Prisoners were released from Russia, have returned to U.S. soil at the Joint Base Andrews in Maryland shortly after 12 a.m. Eastern on Thursday night, where President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris welcomed them home on the tarmac. Former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan was the first to exit the plane, saluting Biden and Harris as he descended the steps.
Yeah.
Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gersovich followed and paused at the bottom of the stairs where he drew cheers from assembled journalists.
Hey, don't go to Russia.
Man.
Don't go there. It's not a vacation.
Because I feel like every time an American goes to Russia, they get locked up, and we have to do these stories of free so-and-so from Russia, or we got to do a Russian prisoner swap to get our people back.
Man, and dude's been there for a while.
A long time.
Like 5-6 years or something crazy.
I think one of them's been there for like 10. Man. It's been a really long time.
Man. And they holding dude for, they don't have to put any
they
evidence forward.
Nope.
But you're not a Russian citizen. So they don't have to give you all those. I don't even think they treat their citizens that great. So
exactly.
you don't have any of the rights that a citizen have in America. Once you go there, all your rights of an American citizen and all that stuff is thrown out the door.
Evan Gersovich was detained in March of last year.
Okay.
And Paul Whelan was detained December of 2018.
Okay. So it's been 6 years for him.
Right.
That's a long time, man, especially in a Russian prison.
Yep.
They was able to get Griner out
faster in 10 months.
Yeah, faster than that. But the thing is, she's a basketball player. Yep. She has nothing. The dude is a journalist, and they look at the journalists as spies.
Yep.
Believe it or not. Mm-hmm. So it was a bigger situation where they felt like he was a spy. They're not gonna call Brittany Griner a spy. She's just playing basketball for the Russian team. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit tougher situation to get out someone that they're calling a spy, just like the Marine, than someone who is actually playing basketball. So I know a lot of people didn't like that Brittany Griner got out before Whelan, but
Whelan
that's the situation.
They said Whelan, who has U.S., British, Irish, and Canadian citizenship, when he left the Marines in 2018 with a bad conduct discharge,
right,
after being convicted on multiple counts related to larceny. He was then arrested in Russia in December of 18.
Yeah.
And was accused of spying.
That's what I'm saying. When you accuse of spying, man.
But look at it. I can see why they would assume that he's a spy. He's got U.S., British, Irish, and Canadian citizenship.
You can't just assume somebody a spy just because they, you know what I mean?
He's got citizenship in 4 different countries. That I can see that kind of being a reason, but it's still reason.
It could be a million reasons for that, though.
To say, oh, you're a spy just because you have these citizenships.
Just because you're a journalist, and just like I said, and just like dude was he was a Marine.
Yeah.
But hey, hopefully people learn lessons from this and they stop taking their ass over there. Because man, Putin ain't playing right now. He see American, he locking your ass up. So
for real,
think twice before you buy that ticket to Russia. What's the next
think
story?
Twice. You want to think twice? We can go ahead and hit the hot mess.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Aisha Rowan. Sponsored by
Mama Soul's Fish and Chicken, where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
All right, man. What's the hot mess this week?
Bianca Sensory.
Oh my goodness.
Because Kanye West
she never wear any clothes, man. So it's
well, she normally does wear clothes, but they are just very sheer clothes.
You can almost see everything.
But not this time. Not this year. Her birthday dinner was totally different. And I mean, when I say different, I mean she had the tatas all the way out.
Oh my goodness.
No nip covers, no nothing. She just had them sitting out and walked into the restaurant and sat down and had dinner.
She likes her body, man.
Kanye is doing all this. Because they trying to say that he the one that made her
start dressing like that?
Yeah.
That's that girl prerogative. I don't think Kanye made her. Kim didn't dress like that.
She did dress kind of provocatively.
Man, she didn't dress like that, though.
It wasn't that extreme, but she
hasn't changed her dress since she stopped messing with Kanye. It's no different. This girl was doing this. He didn't come in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna dress you, and this is what you wearing, naked, everything."
He's a naked.
Because she never wears a bra.
She don't.
Oh man, I mean, I guess some people don't do that. So,
but to me, I mean, there has been times where Bianca has come out. Well, there's this one photo that goes around of her in this nude outfit or sheer outfit, and she's got a pillow in front of her to cover up everything.
Probably because paparazzi. She just
right. But she felt comfortable enough to step out of the Cybertruck on Thursday.
Ugh, the Cybertruck.
To go into LA's Giorgio Baldi's restaurant, completely unclothed.
With a whole nipple hanging out.
Not just a nipple, both the nipples.
Wow. I mean.
Now I can see if she had it. And it was California. One of those one shirts that was a cross body and it covered one boob. But
I mean, like I say, man, in other places.
You was walking around like you was at home.
In other countries, man, women don't do that as much. And especially in Europe, there's a whole
where they don't wear clothes?
They don't wear the boobs.
I can see where they can, not wear a bra.
Right.
But
they even
to not wear a top?
They have nude beaches. There's not as
a nude beach is different than going into a restaurant to sit down and eat.
Man, like I was just saying, they're not as closed-minded when it comes to those things in other countries. I don't know where she's from, but a lot of places are just how men walk around with their chest out, and it's not a big thing. Women can do that in other places, and it's not a big thing. In America, you can't do anything. You can't do that.
She Australian.
Flipping out. There you go. So that's what I was saying, man. In other places, it's not looked down or frowned upon as much as it is in.
And she's 29 years old.
Okay.
Lady, you too old to be doing this.
Man, like I just said, man, it's different cultures, different places. People are different. She moved to America, and it's probably to her. She's been doing it to her whole life, and nobody's tripped off of it. But Americans, we're so put that away. Even though every girl is out here twerking and showing her booty on every picture, but we tripping off her showing a little nipple at the restaurant.
The restaurant.
Look,
the restaurant.
It wasn't just.
I understand it was two nipples. All right, it was two. It was both of them.
And the fact that she wears sheer clothes, so you finna get some booty cheek action too.
She does it all the time though.
So you just basically saw this lady whole birthday suit on her birthday.
Not everybody is as modest as you, unfortunately, nowadays.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be sitting in a restaurant and I see some naked lady just walk in the restaurant. And
it's not your business, though.
Who wants to sit on the chair after she done set her naked ass on the chair?
Hey, man.
Y'all better be sanitizing, hosing.
She has on clothes. They just sheer. It's not like she just set a naked booty on the chair.
Look, she might as well had.
You tripping, man.
There was I think it was like my 25th birthday or something like that. Anyway, long story short, speaking of naked on the seat, one of my friends, the bull riding thing.
Yeah.
She got her nasty ass on there with no panties on. They got her off of there so quick and sanitized. They was like, hell no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, was like, what are you doing?
Exactly. So who in their right mind would go to a restaurant?
Crazy, like
dressed like that.
Hey, like I said, I could see both sides. She's just a little bit more open, than most women in most situations. That's all I could think of. And Kanye ain't telling her no.
He ain't telling her nothing.
Right. He likes the attention. She likes the attention. They like the attention. I would be like, man, put that away. You know what I mean? I don't want people staring at your boobs all day.
Look, we can't even sit down and have dinner in peace.
Right. Hey, that's different. What's the next one?
Let's just go ahead and go to comic books because she was just enough for me.
She does that thing, man. That's what she do. She wears no clothes.
We've already seen it anyway.
Right.
The sheer clothes. We might as well go the next step.
Might as well.
House of Dragons?
No, it's I think House of Dragons should be the first story.
Should I put the while we get ready the
phone number? Yeah, that's cool. You have to run the video too.
Oh, hey, the video might help. Yeah. There we go.
Girl with the cape, yeah.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by...
Where every meal is like a hug from home. And is it home? Yeah, I'm
you butchered that
up. Oh man!
Where every bite is like a warm hug from home.
I don't know. I don't even know what I said.
The whole tone with it too. She put the tone with it.
But welcome back to Comic Book Corner, where we dive into the latest news and updates from the world of comics and superhero films. Today's segment is packed with exciting updates, including a anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Sorry, I'm always messing up. Robert Downey Jr.'s rumored role as Dr. Doom, the new Batman Cape Crusader series, and the latest episode of House of Dragons. Let's jump right in. So we got Deadpool and Wolverine came out. My man Ash hasn't seen it yet, so we're not gonna spoil it all today. So it was one of the most anticipated films of the year. This American superhero film is based on Marvel Comics characters, and it marks the 34th entry in Marvel's MCU. That's crazy.
34 movies.
34 movies, man. That is crazy, man. They've been doing it, man. Directed by Sean Levy, the film features Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson, Deadpool, and Hugh Jackman reprising his iconic role as Wolverine. The plot revolves around Deadpool discovering that the Time-Variant Authority plans to destroy the universe in a desperate attempt to save his reality. Deadpool teams up with a reluctant Wolverine from another universe. Man, the movie was really, really good, man. You laughed from the beginning to the end. It was really bloody, though. So you know, I know a lot of kids like Deadpool, but you may want to double think that because it's bloody as I don't know what.
Yeah.
But blood everywhere, man. But it's funny. It's really, really funny. And this one thing that I want to say about Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine in this certain film. To me, this was the first time that your boy became Wolverine.
That out of all the Wolverine movies that I've seen,
right,
going back all the way to the Fox days,
exactly,
that was the best Wolverine I've seen.
Yeah, man. He to me, the writing was much better for him. Wolverine is an angry dude, man. He's a little angry asshole, you know. So to see him in all the other movies, he was so nice. You know, this
He's
dude
supposed
is
to have short man syndrome.
Right. This dude is a dick. He's always been one.
Right.
So you have to make sure that you know that they did a great job of making him an asshole, and his anger, especially that scene in the car, was just
car scene was ridiculous.
Crazy. He was so mad. You know what I mean? He was such an asshole, and that's what I felt was missing from him. I've always just felt like he was just this nice Wolverine, and I never felt as though he was just an angry ball of the dude that he was always on the cartoons and in the comic books. He was just always pissed. Just figure out a reason to be pissed. This is how he was. So, you know, I thought that was really, really good. Everything else, man, Deadpool was Deadpool. The story did have some holes and some things in it for the story, but with Deadpool, it's not really the story. It's the journey. It's the journey getting there. It's not always about, he doesn't have really, really big storylines. They just give you a plot and you're going on a journey with Deadpool and he's going to take you somewhere. And I think that's the main thing with Deadpool movies. You can't get too caught up in the plot and everything, and it has to have some intricate, huge plot. That's not how Deadpool movies are. So I thought they did a great job, man, and I really loved everything about it. Can't wait to see it and get by it on if they even sell any Blu-rays any goddamn more these new days. But anyway, I really liked it, man. I can't wait to watch it again. But I give that movie for real a 8 out of 10. Me myself, it was really, really good, man. Also, we want to talk about Robert Downey Jr. coming out as Dr. Doom and San Diego Comic-Con last week. It was a big deal to get Robert Downey back.
Also, with that, there's been a lot of controversy because no one knows what storyline they're going to go with.
Yeah. So what? Nobody ever knows. So it's to me, you can go, like they said, there's two different ways you can go. Either he's Tony Stark and he in this version of Tony Stark became Victor Van Doom, or he's just been Victor Van Doom the whole time. It kind of sounds that's what they're going with because they like he's Victor, and it doesn't sound like he was ever Tony. He just happened to look like Tony, or they may not take the mask off. I don't know. It's a lot of questions, but it's gonna be a while before they're answered because the movie ain't coming out for at least another 2 years. Yep. So 2026.
Yep, we'll get that. We'll get Doomsday in 26
and 27,
and then 27 we'll get Secret Wars.
Right. And Secret Wars, man, is a big deal, man. I remember reading the comic when I was a little dude back in the day.
We still got 3 years to go before Phase 6 ends.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a while. Then it's gonna be a while. So I mean, everybody has been complaining about this, the multiverse. I think the multiverse has been cool, man. I think it has its up and downs because of COVID. And I also want to say that even in the first phases, there were these times that people felt like we were being let down, that the movies wasn't as great, that there were some lows. It happens. And they're going to do a good job of bringing this back together because they already have. And I have full confidence in them because they've done it before.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be good. I take everything with positive. I just can't be negative about everything. Some people, they just bringing Robert Downey because they're not doing so well, so they're gonna bring back the old people and woo woo woo. Who knows? Maybe they had a plan and they looked at him like this is the best guy who can play this role because he did try to go for the role back in the old days with the first Fantastic Four movies. So maybe he think there's something that he can bring to this role. Obviously, he wouldn't go for the character or the film to play him if he didn't think so. And dude is a great actor. So I think that Robert Downey will bring something different to Dr. Doom that other Dooms didn't bring. And I don't know if he's going to be the main 616 Dr. Doom or if this going to be a variant or what they're going to do. But to me, it really doesn't matter. He's just a great actor and he'll be able to bring it together. On to the next one, man. I got we watched that Cape Crusader that just dropped on Amazon Prime. It's pretty good, man. Old school animation.
They did change a few of the characters though.
Yeah, the people were already mad at that. Penguin is a female.
I didn't like her portrayal of Penguin.
Gordon is black. But he's been black before, so this is not the first time. There's a couple other things that changed. It looked like they changed Harley Quinn to an Asian girl.
Yeah,
that was kind of different. But hey, it's a different story. And
Batman gets beat up by the bearded lady.
But he wasn't Batman. He was Bruce Wayne. He got to get his ass kicked. You know what I mean? He can't win the fights as Bruce Wayne. Your people, everybody know. You know what I'm saying? So he got to get beat up. But anyway, it was good. I like it so far, man. I like the direction they're going. So it's definitely a unique storytelling and definitely a different animation style. And I do like what they're doing with this, man. So it's definitely something different with the mythos. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So check it out, man. It's on Amazon Prime. With the House of Dragons, we got the latest episode offers a treasure trove of developments, including a subtle appearance by George R. R. Martin. Supposedly he's in a tree, and a carving in a tree, his face. I didn't catch it, but supposedly in the last episode,
watch it again.
It was a carving of him. So episode 7 that was called The Red Sowing. We saw a darker turn of Rhaenyra, played by Emma Darcy, and she seems to be getting a idea of where she's going to go with her army. She was able to get a few bastards to take
dragons,
take on dragons. You got the brother who's got a dragon. And then you got old girl who looks like she's gonna get the dragon. I think it's called lamb stiller or sheep stiller or something like that.
Yeah,
the dragon's
supposed to be
called
a wild one.
Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna have all the dragons. So I think they only have one.
From one to
they had like 3 because old dude had one. Her son, she has one, and then old girl who died had one. So they had to replace her. And then they wanted to get a few more people. And then Daniel
they got like 5 or 6 dragons now.
So they're deep.
But old dude only got the one.
Yeah, he's the biggest one out there in the realm.
And you could see that was a downfall because you could see that when he went out there to go, he was like, "Oh, I need to go get my dragon." He had to hop on a horse and ride the horse to the dragon to get up there to get on the dragon.
What, you think the dragon gonna be chilling in his crib? I mean,
Rhaenyra got her sitting in the cave, where she could just go out there and
she still got to walk down there. It's not like the dragon can just be.
It's in her castle.
There's not a dragon garage though. You know, it's not how it's gonna work.
Might as well be. She can go right down to the dungeon of her castle and go down there and hop onto the dragons. Dude can't do that because his is so big.
Right.
Like it don't even fit.
She had the second largest one in their little caverns that they had. Right. So they can get it together. Dude had to take a little ride. It wasn't that big of a deal. But regardless, they only the way it's looking, they only have that one big dragon. So regardless,
he saw that
it's not looking good.
Got on Vhagar and went out there and saw that she had all them dragons. He was like, "Oh,
right."
Whoa,
he had to turn around.
Whoa.
So it's. I like the way it's going, man. It's been the last couple of episodes were kind of blah. Didn't much happen, but I know that we're gonna have a good end to the season. Then that they're probably gonna have a couple seasons of this because we know the book ends and the way it ends. Some people do. I don't. I ain't never read them, but we'll see what happens, man. I'm fully invested, and I like I said, I like House of Dragons. They've been doing a good job. So let's go into sports, man, before we can get to this game.
Habari Sports.
All right, man. Let's get into some sports, man. This week has been crazy when it comes to the Olympics. We did see America earlier this week beat Sudan in the big game. They were able to beat them by a good percentage, a good nice of points. They look much better than they looked versus them in the exhibition game. All my crying and everything I was saying didn't look like it mattered. Looked like Steve Kerr knows more than me, which I'm not surprised. But they did good, man. They look good versus Sudan. I think the next game is Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico did lose to Sudan, so we'll see. I know that they do have a couple of NBA players on the Puerto Rico team. Hopefully, I know it's Alvarez is one of them at the point. Hopefully we can, don't drop the ball and keep the momentum going. But it's looking pretty good for us right now in the first heap of the Olympics with the NBA players. So we also had some unfortunate news in the world of Olympic boxing, where a female, what was her name again?
Algerian boxer Iman Khalif.
Now, it was also a Asian boxer also that had the issue. It was two of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah, I forget the Asian lady name though. But
Khalif was the one that had the most notoriety in
because
in the conversation.
The person she was going first took a knee after 46 seconds.
Yeah, she's at the center of the bitter controversy over her eligibility to take part in the Olympics after her opponent quit the fight in just 46 seconds. Khalif, who's 25, she's light welterweight. She landed a heavy punch, first punch on Thursday. It really wasn't that bad of a punch. But Angela Carney,
from Italy, right?
From Italy, said that her chin strap got dislodged.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Right.
She acted a fool.
Subsequent blows pushed Carney back to the corner before she dropped to her knees. The match raised questions about Khalif's participation. In 2023, a now discredited boxing regulator ruled her ineligible for women's tournament after she apparently failed what had been described as a gender eligibility test.
Right.
Now, the boxing regulators did not say which test that they used to say that she failed that specific test. But the IOC, International Olympic Committee, they're like, they don't use that specific test. They use something different.
Right. We do our own test.
Right.
Right. So what these people came in, it was disgraceful how everyone acted. And I was just so mad at everyone, man.
I was even more mad at Angela Carney's
the coach
manager,
the
her
boxer,
coach,
the trainer,
her trainer, because her trainer put it in her head, oh, it's a man.
Right.
So she gets on stage, she gets in the center stage, and she's got it in her head. Oh, this is the man I'm fighting.
Right.
And now I got punched. Oh, that hurt.
Right. She psyched herself out.
And
he helped to psych her out.
Yep.
Because I think that they wanted to try to use it as a way to get past her because they knew the girl couldn't beat her.
They didn't want
so they
Algeria
was gonna try
to get the gold medal.
Right. So they're gonna try to talk her out of it by talking about this thing that happened with the other boxing league. But the IOC is gonna do what they do to make sure she doesn't have the high testosterone levels higher than the other women or anything like that. So she has to meet a certain criteria just to be able to go into the Olympics. There are plenty girls who have gotten kicked out, and I have seen it over the years. There's girls who are still complaining that they didn't get a chance because they were born with a birth defect where they had too much testosterone in their body, and there's nothing they could do to do about that, and the IOC still kicked them out. So everybody's online talking about, oh, they should be doing something to make sure ain't no. They are, you idiots. Goodness, man, y'all think y'all know something. You haven't read anything. I've known this a long time because I just was watching how these African girls who couldn't afford to get the surgery to get the testosterone removed from their bodies. Sometimes you can take pills, sometimes you need surgery. And these girls from Africa, they needed the surgery and they couldn't afford it. So they couldn't get to the Olympics because they couldn't afford the surgery to remove the testosterone from their bodies because they were born with a situation where they produce more than the average woman. Is it their fault? No. But there are rules. The IOC will make sure if you meet that criteria, they will kick you out. You will not be a boxer.
Exactly.
You can't even be in track. You can't be in any of the sports.
Take any of the sports. And for Iman Khalif and Lin Yuting to both be allowed to participate as women,
right?
Should have just been that. They passed their eligibility test in order to participate.
Right. And that's
why does anything else matter?
Because right now people are on edge because they hate trans people. They don't understand trans people and they want to do everything they can to hurt them.
And it's just like it was a lady that was on the news the other day who literally she's a former medical advisor to the International Olympic Committee. She said, sometimes it's just a matter of the woman not looking feminine.
Yeah, man, that's usually what they go by. Like, oh, she's a little too muscular. We need to check her.
So further testing needs to be done.
That's how they do it.
Which I think that's kind of
it's not fair because some girls, like I said, they look a little more manly than others.
And then there's some men who look a little bit more feminine than other men.
Exactly.
So to me, if you're gonna test just women based off of them looking manly, why don't you test the men because they look feminine?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's not an advantage. Unfortunately, the higher levels of testosterone isn't an advantage over a woman who doesn't have that. She doesn't have the muscles because the women, if you don't have the high levels of testosterone during puberty, you won't be as manly as
that's what I'm
women.
saying. Like,
so why being a woman is not an advantage for a man? That's a disadvantage. So if he is have, you know what I mean? They wouldn't care. They're going to check for other drugs because that's not an advantage. But in women, if you having high testosterone, I would guess that some women would even cheat and put testosterone into their body to try to help them to work out better, to get more muscles. So those could be ways that people could cheat. So
that would be a steroid though.
Right. But regardless, you don't want them taking steroids, right? That's cheating. So you have to measure these
the men
things.
And the women need to be tested for the steroid drugs. You can't just test the women.
Okay.
It's not fair. Because what if a man said, okay, well, I got excess amounts of testosterone and I want to bring my levels down a little bit, so I'm going to take some estrogen.
No. Men have it already. So why would you test them for it? Women don't have it as much. So
do they test men for having too high testosterone.
No.
So men can have as high of testosterone they want.
Exactly. That's what I'm
See,
saying.
it's not fair.
How
You're going to
isn't
test women for their testosterone levels.
Women aren't supposed to have testosterone, though, love.
No, testosterone, when you work out, especially large muscle groups, testosterone is naturally released.
Right, but there's a certain
I'm sorry
level.
to tell you, but women do have testosterone.
I know, but there's a certain level that they're like, it's too much. They're like, hey, this is the normal level, and if a person passes this line, we're like, they can't be in. That's unfair. That's the way it's always been. I know it may be tough, but you can't put men in this situation. This is for women, and it is tough. Like I said, the girls from Africa, it's not their fault. But old girl did have like a 8-pack.
I mean, she do kind of look manly, but I mean that's besides the point. And she got her hair cornrowed back,
right?
Like
I mean, hey,
like
she's a tough, hey man, but
I wouldn't want to get in the ring with her.
But she did lose the next fight too, right?
She did,
right? So it ain't helping too much. So that's what I'm saying. Like
and the fact that she's competed as a woman her entire career,
right? It's not like this is new, but people just finding out, so they flip out, and people are also finding out that women can have a XY chromosome like a man. Like that stuff happens. I try to tell people all the time, man. They think that we don't have no sympathy for these trans people. Why are they getting operations when they're before puberty? And these are the reasons why. There are people who are born with both. There are people who are born with too much testosterone. People that are born hermaphrodites, and they have to figure out which way they're going to go. Mm-hmm. Like these are surgeries that have to be there. And some people, they're talking about banning these surgeries for women, for men, and women don't have the option
until they're 18.
You can't do that. Then they're gonna already be past puberty. So the girl's gonna have a beard, which
disqualifies them from any potential Olympic
She's gonna
run.
have square muscles, square shoulders, broader shoulders, more muscle tone. She might have a beard, because you didn't really let this girl do what she needed to do to get rid of this testosterone or whatever she needed.
Well, I mean, some women do have other medical conditions that do cause facial hair, so we can't just say that this is.
I'm not saying this is the only thing, but this is a.
But that is a feature that some women can have if they do have higher levels of testosterone. Right. So
that's what the bearded lady had. What you think she had going on?
I like how y'all have that little natural debate. Like he over getting the attitude. She's like, I ain't backing down.
Well, the bearded lady could have had PCOS.
What's that?
Polycystic ovary syndrome, which also causes facial hair like that.
Oh, okay.
Education.
Yeah. Hey, there's some stuff out there, boy. But hey,
if she had too high of testosterone levels, could she have transitioned to be a man and still competed?
No.
Yeah, if she said, "Oh, I identify as a man," would they take those testosterone levels and say you have the testosterone levels of a man and let her compete in the men's boxing?
Look, that would be that would be the day.
There's no trans people in it.
People would lose their mind.
They won't allow them in the Olympics at all.
At all.
Some people may not agree with me, but I think that's pretty fair. It's hard. What are we gonna put you in, bro? You used to be a man, now you're a woman. We don't know what to do. So I just go home. Just go to the crib.
Look, so you have disabled people can play sports, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Trans people should be able to play sports too. They should have their own category, just like disabled people do.
But we can't just put you in baseball. We can't just put you on the baseball team. No. It's definitely, you can give them their own league like disabled people do.
Right.
You can do that. But that's a slippery slope, bro.
No.
It's a slippery slope, man. What else we have with sports? Oh, we're talking about the Cardinals.
Cardinals schedule. It's preseason starts next week.
Yes, it does, man.
And the Cardinals are playing the Saints. And
we're pumped this year, man. The Cardinals look good. We have a decent team. I think that we can win some games until I looked at the schedule. Hopefully.
I'm sure looking at the schedule like, what games you think we finna win?
Oh, man. I hope. Hopefully the team has got a lot worse than they was last year, bro. Because, whew.
We playing the Saints first.
Week 1, we got the Saints. The Saints was not a great team, but they were a good team, and they're always a good team.
Week 1 of the regular season, we played Rams.
Is it? Oh, that's the preseason. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, preseason, we're going to play preseason.
Week 1 of regular season is the Bills, Buffalo Bills.
The Cowboys play.
And then week 2 is the Rams. Week 3, the Lions. Whew. Yeah, that we might be 0-3, bro.
Yeah, we playing the Saints, then we playing the Colts.
What? I don't know what you're reading, man.
I'm literally on their schedule. What are you talking about?
But mine don't say that. Mine says the 3rd is the Lions, the 4th is the Commanders. What do you have for the week 4?
Look, August 10th, they playing the Saints. August 17th, they playing the Colts. August 25th, these are the preseason games. They're going to play the Broncos.
Right. But I was
followed by the regular season.
Okay. That's where I was
Bills, Rams, Lions, Commanders.
Washington, right.
And then we play the 49ers.
Nobody cares about preseason. So, yeah, the 49ers.
But preseason is going to set up how the Cardinals going to look for the whole year.
No, it doesn't. No one plays in preseason. Just the new people and the rookies to see who's going to cut, who's going to make the 55-man roster.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, man, we have a really tough first 9 games, so we might be 0-9, man. We got the Packers. They were tough, and that's in October the 13th. The 21st, the Rams. The 27th, the Dolphins.
October 21st.
Yeah, October 21st.
Chargers.
Week 7. Are you sure?
Yes.
Why might I say week 7 is?
Dolphins are October 27th.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
And then we play the Bears November 3rd.
Who you have for week 18?
The last week.
San Francisco, right?
All right, hold on. Those are to be denounced.
No, I have.
The last game I show it as December 22nd is the Panthers.
Yeah, then you got the 29th, the Rams, and January 5th, San Francisco 49ers. Yep. So it's crazy. Week 18 weeks is a long season, man. That's a long season, bro. They keep adding games, man. That's 18 games is a lot. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, man, I'm not too optimistic after looking at this. Hopefully, the teams are a lot worse, man. Because if not, man, we're gonna have a.
Let's just hope the Cowboys have a worse year than we do.
That don't even matter.
Really?
That doesn't even matter, man. What matters
the Cowboys is coming back. I don't know. You know,
they always do okay.
Rookies, it's underdog season.
Yeah,
it's time.
Yeah, they do. They do okay every year, but they just can't win a playoff game. You know, but they make it there. We can't even make it there. So let us make it. Let us make it to the playoffs.
That's why I said, hopefully, the Cowboys have a worse year than we do.
Man.
You gotta say it again.
So get your tickets early and cheer on for the Cardinals as they take on some of the league's best. Be sure to mark your calendars and join the excitement this season. Go Cardinals. Yay. All right, man. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back and we're going to play this trivia, just 10 questions, and we're going to get up out of here.
Let's get ready to play trivia for Loot. Sponsored by
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, all right.
No, that's dope. Then you have people supporting you. That's all we have. All we need to do out here, man.
All right, y'all. This trivia. It's gonna be one for the books.
I'm trying to cheat. I'm all looking. You gonna turn the screen? I'm all. Let me see.
Let's see what we can do here.
All right. So again, 10 questions. If you get 7 out of 10 correct, you'll get one of your choice of design for a t-shirt.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the culinary term for the process of cooking meat slowly in a small amount of liquid in a covered pot?
Oh, I just heard this the other day too. Oh, damn. I'm gonna pass.
Brine? No, it's not brine.
Braising.
Yeah,
It is
see,
braising.
I knew it was beef. I was about to say braiding. Like
I'm like brine. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, at least I learned that today. Let me refresh me.
I don't know how to cook nothing.
In which country did the technique of sous vide, which involves vacuum sealing food and cooking it in a water bath, originate?
We baptizing the food? I don't know.
Wait,
I'm not sure.
It's just like those steamer bags that's vacuum sealed, and I just saw a TikTok about it the other day where somebody did a Louisiana crawfish boil, and they had it shipped to them, and it was vacuum sealed, and all they had to do was put the bags into the boiling water.
Right.
Yeah, the sous vide keeps the water at a certain temperature, so that it's like, since you put the water at the temperature you want your meat, it doesn't overcook.
Wow.
And you can cook it forever.
I've seen something about that too.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know though.
That's how I make my brisket.
I ain't getting no shirt.
It's what it sounds like. Here, take any guess for the word sous vide, and you're probably gonna get it.
Steam.
No.
No.
What is it?
It originated in France.
Oh, we was trying to think. I thought. Whatever. I'm just gonna give myself a move over. What?
All right.
Let's get an easy one. How to make rice.
What is the name of the French cooking method that involves briefly cooking vegetables in boiling water, then plunging them into ice water to stop the cooking process?
Dang.
That's blanching.
Yeah.
Blanching.
Man, she got it. I was about to say
I know
it.
that
Blanche.
one. The Golden Girls.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say she was one of the Golden Girls. All right. What kitchen appliance is used primarily for cooking food using hot air circulation, often allowing for a crispy exterior without deep frying?
I don't use it, but it's an air fryer.
There you go.
It is an air fryer. Hey, them air fryers, they be loved too, though, sometimes.
The air fryer is the George Foreman of this decade.
It is. It is. Which herb is known for its distinctive aroma and is commonly used in Italian cuisine, especially in pesto sauces?
Parsley. Is it parsley? Basil?
It is basil.
That was about to be my guess. Good job.
What is the term for the process of marinating meat in an acidic solution before cooking to tenderize and flavor it?
Now that's brining, right?
That is brining.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't even know.
I gave you that look. I was like, hey, that's yours.
I'm looking like.
No, there's nothing behind those eyes.
Okay. Let's see. In the context of catering, what is the term for the practice of preparing and presenting food in advance to ensure that it stays fresh and appealing during an event?
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Preparation, that's what would be my thing. But is there another term of it?
Marinating? I don't know. Prepackaged? I don't know.
What is it?
That one's tough.
It's going to be a buffet setup.
Wow.
They like, we ain't coming to buy your damn food.
Wait. All right. We're down to our last 3-4 questions, guys. Which ingredient is often used in meal prep to add flavor and serve as a healthy fat source? This is also commonly found in Mediterranean diets.
That's the popular diet right now. Everybody's going with the Mediterranean diet. People in the Mediterranean, they're living longer and they're staying slimmer. So people are trying to figure out what they're doing. So they just eat Mediterranean food. But I have no idea what the answer
Wait, I was waiting for the answer. Like, yeah, what he said. What is it?
Olive oil.
What?
Really?
Yeah. That's so
Well,
crazy.
The
answers, the question is so intricate. I'm like, today. It can't be that. That's crazy.
The questions are a little weird. But the answers are super simple.
Wow.
All right. Next question. What cooking technique involves cooking food in a pan with a small amount of fat over high heat, typically resulting in a crispy texture?
That's searing, right?
Searing, frying. No.
It's another.
Basting.
Oh, sauteing.
We all naming everything.
Yeah, man. There's so many cooking techniques, man.
And cooking terms.
Right. How do you know if you're sauteing? I wouldn't even.
It's like when you do your vegetables. You saute your vegetables.
But they often vegetables,
but they often come out crispy when you do that, though, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Unless you let them sweat and they become tender and translucent. All right. Last and final question.
Here we go. Chicken nuggets is not the answer.
In baking, what is the function of baking powder and how does it differ from baking soda?
Well, I know baking powder it enhances that fluffness.
Okay.
But baking soda, that's the flick of the wrist. There ain't no putting none of that up in there. You just.
I have no
idea. Look at it.
You got it half right.
Is
it one to help it rise though? Isn't powder to help it rise?
Okay, so baking soda and baking powder can both be used in baking to help rise.
Right.
It's almost like a yeast, but
right.
Baking soda needs an acidic compound that's going to activate it in order for it to mimic baking powder.
Oh, so it has to have lemon
or vinegar
like
or something that's added into the baking soda.
Combination. I always forget which one is just the straight stuff and which one is the mix.
Yeah, the mix is the baking soda. Yeah. The baking powder is already has everything in it for you. So all you got to do is just add it to your flour, whatever else you're gonna for your baking needs, and it automatically is supposed to help everything rise.
Man, food is, you got to be a scientist, man, and know how to cook, bro.
You got to be a chemist.
Whatever. You got to know something. That's why I be burning everything up, I guess. This shit's crazy. All right, well, thank you for playing. Thank you for being a good sport.
Come on, I ain't getting no shirt.
Not this time.
I was close.
Next time.
Oh, yeah.
I missed two.
Yeah, you knew more than me. So.
What you got to say, baby?
So
you want some French fries?
Oh my goodness! I want French fries.
Right.
Can we get her to review the food? See what she thinks.
No, just not chicken nuggets. I don't
know.
Right?
Yeah. She's just like, I want some chicken nuggets.
Yeah. So we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for
and
having
chilling
me.
out with us. We're gonna go ahead and tell the people one more time how to contact you and how to get this delicious food you got going on.
You can DM me on Instagram at MoLovin, or like I said, my email ediblelove360. I think it's 365@gmail.com. But just go to Instagram.
All right, man. That's dope. We really appreciate you coming through and bringing some great food for us and being a good sport. Into next week, you guys, we'll see you. Who we have coming up?
Next week, we have an artist coming in. I booked her through TJ Super.
Oh, okay.
So she's a really nice artist.
Oh, she sings?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, man. That's to be dope. We'll talk to her about her music. Right, man. Until next time, we will see you guys. Peace.
Holla, holla.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.